Hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. It is race week. It is Monday morning and I'm just heading to what I like to fondly call the torture chamber. Got a real issue with my left glute hip at the minute. So I'm off to see the lovely ladies in the Thai massage place and hopefully get that sorted. So yes, just as painful as anticipated, but has certainly done the trick. I realised since starting the training for the Ironman and cycling and stuff, I haven't been to the masseuse, and I could totally tell the difference. I could see, this road, you can completely tell the difference with how much less running training I've been doing, because normally when she touches my legs I want to cry, and that was not the case today. So obviously considerably less running than I'm used to and a lot more cycling. However, my back and my neck, wow, that took some doing. But the main issue was my left hip, which I do remember from the triathlon at Southport. When I was on the bike, I was getting a lot of pain in that left glute, to the point where I was dreading getting off because I didn't know if my leg was going to hold me up. But it did, thankfully. So yeah, I think it's kind of been caused from that. Anyway, she's just spent 10 minutes with her elbow in my glute. And yeah, I know about it, but I can now walk without limping. So fingers crossed. I've got 2 night shifts now, and then I might try and do a bit of an easy run tomorrow, which seems a bit optimistic after a night shift, but we'll see. So I did in fact do a bit of an easy run this morning, and my legs felt like lead. But one of the reasons I did an easy run was because I wanted to test these new shorts. I'm really funny, but I'm normally very much a baggy short girl and a tight top. But sometimes you just don't feel like you want to have your belly out, especially when you're eating and you're running long distances and you're a bit bloated and you're shuffling around. And I love the look on other people, but I like a short because it just doesn't look right otherwise. Well, in my head it doesn't look right. But I bought these because they've got little silicone bits on. They're from My Protein and they fit lovely. Actually, they're really comfy, and I thought, fine, we'll go with them and try them. Completely pointless. This bit's completely pointless, if I'm perfectly honest, but still very comfortable, not tight like my other ones. And they do rise up, but they do seem to stop kind of here whilst you're running. So yeah, don't hate them. Do like the look. I know it's the thing at the minute, and I'm not going to kind of like do a demonstration, but the whole tightness around the groin is no. Spent a lot of time as a teenager doing sports in college, even at university, making sure that didn't happen. And I think you've got to be a certain generation that it's definitely that kind of in thing. Not the in thing, but people just don't seem to care, and I do care. So it would have to be with a long t-shirt. But yeah, don't hate them. I was planning on doing about 2k, if that, really easy. Ended up doing 5, 6 maybe, because it just felt good actually, and it felt really nice to shake my legs out a bit, because initially they felt like utter lead. Post kind of not doing a lot, and then that massage, because it was a deep tissue massage, which obviously batters your muscles as well, so I was expecting it to feel not great. But yeah, just felt nice to shake my legs out. So I'm going to have a stretch, get a shower, possibly a bowl of cereal, and get back into bed. Hi, it is Wednesday and I'm done on my night shifts, but I'm so tired. Probably had, I don't know, 8 hours sleep in the last 72 or so, which is rubbish, but just is what it is. I can't do anything about it, to be honest. And the dog went to daycare today, just to see if I could get a bit more sleep, but apparently 3 hours was enough, with or without dog. which is very annoying. But in other news, I have a terrible habit on a night shift, spending money. I don't know if it's tiredness, either spending money and eating, or both, or all of the above. But in my defence, it is stuff that I've needed. Okay, so let's call it an Amazon haul. It's probably the best way of describing it. First up is a new squidgy bottle for my running vest, which is a much smaller one, because I have real issues with fear of littering when I'm running. I don't know where I saw it. I'm sure people have done it for ages and I just haven't picked it up. I'm going to squidge all my gels into here before the race, and then just take 2 big gobfuls of that, because I know 2 big gobfuls is 1 gel. So I needed a small one to do that with, because my 2 Solomon running ones are too big. So I got this one, and I've also got, I don't even know what these are. Oh, I remember. It's not a good day then, but a new bladder for my running pack, because if you've watched my Wales video, the Wales 25 kilometre, my bladder pack leaked. So by checkpoint 1, I had no water in it. So we've got that, and I definitely run out of this. I did trial, or have been trialling for the last month or so, the Lucasade energy gels. They're also 30 grams of carbs, which is not bad, and I think £18 for 12, with 30 grams of carbs in each, which is more than kind of your average ones anyway, because it's expensive. Nutrition is expensive, but I have always used the ATE tropical gels, and they're just amazing. I absolutely love them. They're 40 grams each, so I'm going to be squidging my gels into here once I work out how many I need, so that I can just drink them directly out of there. So yeah, so it was all stuff that is required for the weekend, but just makes it worse when I'm sat on a night shift doing it. I feel worse. I also today, so if you've watched a lot of my videos, you will have seen sunglasses. I lost mine. Actually, I've always raved about the fact that I don't want to spend an awful lot of money on sunglasses, because the likelihood is they are going to fall off my face, they're going to land on the floor, and I'm going to stand on them. So I never have. I bought a pair that's more this style from Poundland. It's got to be 4 years ago. I can't find them. And I say I can't find them, I think it's actually because I threw them away in Mallorca with the full intention of buying a new pair, because they were all scratched and rubbish, and this didn't. So I tried running in these today, which again are just a cheap pair of glasses, but my old ones had a yellow lens, and I read somewhere, I don't know when, about the yellow lens being better because you can see in the woods better, you can still see the roots of the thing, which is all what all the posh companies do and stuff. So I just picked up cheap ones with a yellow thing on, and it's totally true. I couldn't really see the roots today, because I did in fact go for a little trail run. I was supposed to go to Anyway, long story short, I was in Home Bargains, spotted these yellow lenses. I don't suit sunglasses, by the way, at all, which is why I usually just have stupid sunglasses, because good looking sunglasses aren't going to suit me anyway, because I don't suit them. So I just buy silly ones. Anyway. Wow. So we'll see how that works. May have left these ones out because they might not be a necessity. I may have accidentally bought a new pair of running shorts, and they're not black. Okay. I'm really pleased with these, actually. I kept seeing them on Instagram. I think it's crazy. I'm going to say crazy yoga. It's probably not. But I don't know. But CRZ yoga, and I kept seeing them on Instagram and be like, no, I don't need to buy them. And then I was watching YouTube on my night shift, and she was wearing them, and the slit. I like a slit in my shorts. I like that freedom. I like the look of them. I like when kind of a little bit exposed. So then I bought them because I saw her running in them. I just like that. I think that looks really quite girly, quite nice, and the slit is really high. Has obviously got the lining on, so it's fine. But the other pair that I've got similar, or a recent pair, because I absolutely live in my black New Balance ones. I got some Puma ones the other week in the outlet, and it's the same kind of concept. Can't really tell, but they only had them in a size medium, and they are huge. But I bought them anyway because they were about £4 and I loved them. So actually, I'm really pleased with them. I think they look really nice. And they're comfy. They haven't got a drawstring. I probably, Dave would have said I could have gone for a size small, which I think I did, actually. I did go for a small, so probably will be contenders for the weekend. A little bit longer than I would choose at the back, but it's all about the slit. It's the slit for me. Yay.
Good morning. Guess who's ill? This guy. Had a horribly sore throat yesterday, like, you know when you're like swallowing razor blades, sore throat. But I thought, oh, it's fine, it's just because I'm tired, run down, night shift, everything else. Woke up this morning, full head cold, so didn't go and swim, which was the plan. And probably not going to go to the gym, which is so annoying. Race is on Saturday, it's Thursday. I'm hoping just to get rid of this as fast as humanly possible. So instead, me and the little one, Heel, I found a lovely route on all trails, and we're going to go and have what looks like about a 2.5 hour walk, which will be lovely. So let's do that. I look like it's... She is having the best time. Hi, good girl. In case you didn't know, she's half sheepdog. This could be fun. Is it just me, or are these horns like a little bit extra? Almost Highland cow-esque. Right there, pal? Abandoned ship a little bit. We did half the walk. When I left, my phone was at about 42%. I got to 38%, and then I don't see it. I didn't see it at all at 20 anything. It just went straight to 18 and down and down and down. So I spotted a route that kind of cut us back to the car. So we're just going to run up this beach around a little bit more. How are you even in England? It's gorgeous. So yeah, but what a route. I'm going to go and run it, I think. I'll put it on my watch. We'll run the trail route instead because it was absolutely beautiful. Quite technical. It's going to be a bit of an ankle breaker, but really good fun. Good morning. It's race day. And it is currently, hello, hi, 6:20, isn't it? I've been up since about 4:30. We've still very much got a cold, but just gonna make a cup of tea and get this one out for a walk. Sometimes I wish my life was so simple that I only had to make the choice of a stick or a ball. So this is the game we like to call I dropped my ball chasing a squirrel and it's your fault and you need to come and find it. FYI, oh, I was just going to say she will also now not come back because she knows we're going home, but just to prove me wrong. Excellent. The proving me wrong was short-lived. Come on, let's go get some breakfast. So, this is terrible vlogging, mainly because it's so gloomy outside. I can't do it in the big room, but just packing my bag. Just going to start with trainers. Trainers, running pack, running vest, headphones, which I was using yesterday. Pretty sure they've got enough charge in them. Sunglasses. First aid kit. I don't know what's on the mandatory list, but it's always in my running bag anyway, so we'll put it in. It's not going to do any harm. Running peak. And then this is what I'm going to wear. And I'm taking a towel because I feel like, well, it's like my outdoor water, outdoor swimming robe thing, because I feel like I'm going to be getting changed out to some very wet clothes in a car park, so why not? And I feel like I've brought something else up. Can of Monster.
Oh, I know. Electrolyte tabs. And then I'm going to go and put my gels in this downstairs, get changed, and do my hair. Being my usual super organised self, I was running 40 minutes late, I think. Not ideal, not ideal. This morning was one of those mornings where I question how I've kept myself alive for 30 plus years, never mind actually function as an adult, which is still probably questionable if I'm honest. But it is 10:52, set off is 11. I'm packed, I've gone short t-shirt. There is a raincoat, but to be honest, if you can find a raincoat that's going to withstand what is likely to be torrential downpour on occasion, albeit it's not too bad at the moment, I just accept I'm going to get wet. And it's not freezing, it's 12 degrees outside, so of course I now need a pee, and there are no toilets here. So I might go and do a cheeky try and do a warm-up. It's going to be very obvious I'm going for a wee, but hey, who cares? I've had to do my race vest with a safety pin because the zip's broken, and I've just had to safety pin my shorts as well. So I'm basically held together by safety pins, which could well be a metaphor for my life right now. So I don't know how much footage I'll get because I do want to race this race, and if it's raining I'm not going to get my phone out, but we'll see. Wow, these hills are hilling. I think about an hour in. Beautiful route. I'd love to do this feeling well. Hello. We did it. I've done it. Did it. Just pulled out the petrol station. Secured myself a cheeky Guinness. Yeah, that was by far one of my favourite trail routes I think I've ever run on, actually. Had I felt 100%, I would have absolutely loved that. As it stands, my stomach has not been happy, I think I've previously mentioned, all morning. So from about half an hour in, I needed the toilet, and so that was fun. And for probably the last 7-8 kilometres, couldn't eat or drink anything. My stomach just, which is so unusual for me, which makes me think, well, I was unwell last week with a vomiting bug for like 2 or 3 days, but I thought I'd gotten over that, and then obviously I've got this bloody head cold. But clearly it all decided just to get involved this morning. So yeah, I'm probably at probably about 60%, I would say, which is a bit rubbish, but hey, we can only control what we can control, can't we? So yeah, I got second, yay, which I'm pleased with. I had a race plan. It's my normal kind of race plan, which is, well, since I've decided to start competing rather than just completing these things, is to just hold on to the first female until I can't really, or until I become the first female, like in Wales when I did become the first female, which was great. But I clocked her name when she came in, and I think she's the girl that got first last year. This is only the second time Great Owl Running have done it, and I think she got first last year. I might be wrong, but the first female last year did it in 1 hour 48 minutes, which anyone who doesn't realise how unbelievably amazing that is, a sub 2 hour half marathon on a road is above average. So the fact that she managed just a bit over a half marathon, sorry, he's shaking around like a lunatic, over a half marathon with, I think it was 1,800 feet. My brain's not working clearly. Yeah, with a lot of elevation and a lot of hills on the trail, is absolutely incredible. So I realised pretty quick it wasn't going to be a repeat of Wales, but
Also lost quite a lot of time on a diversion. There was a diversion which we knew about, but various factors. But hey, that's what it's about, isn't it? So yeah, probably lost a good 5 or 6 minutes there, and it's really hard to get your head back in the game, because up until that point I could still see her, which I was really impressed with given the circumstances. But it was not to be today, and that is fine. So yeah, really well organised, beautiful trail. They had the 50k option as well, but obviously I haven't been training running for some time, so that seemed like a really stupid idea. And I could feel pretty quickly that I hadn't been training running for some time, because as soon as we started going up the uphill, my back was hurting, like my lower back was hurting. As soon as we started climbing, my right shoulder started niggling. This blooming glute issue that I have, that is currently feeling fabulous on my heated seat, kicked in at about 10k. So, but that's fine, that's understandable. That's because I haven't been doing these things, and that was what today was for, to go out and do a really nice, to see where I'm at. So yeah, really pleased. Second place, despite being unwell. So time to go home, and I haven't been able to drink or eat anything, despite trying and knowing that I really should. Yeah, it's a no from me right now. So hopefully, once I'm home, everything will have settled a bit. It's about an hour and 20 minutes drive or something. Which reminds me, I should probably turn the sat nav back on. So yeah, thank you for watching to the end of the video. Can highly recommend Great Owl Running, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do, and reignite my love for trail running. The last downhill was the best downhill I've run in a long time, actually. I might not outro it here, actually. Yeah, I will. But I'm looking forward to looking at the stats for how long that couple of kilometres was, because it was just incredible. Had so much fun. So yeah, really good fun. So if you have watched to the end of this video, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care.